Hello bros, I'm welcome to this Zero Profile Production, and next part is Sakura Forest Girls 2. So, Ajana kissed me. And of course that's a good thing because we are technically together. I mean, in Forest Girls 1 we did actually conclude to that in the end. Ajana raises her head and presses a kiss against my cheek. It's a quite fleeting kiss, no more than a faint impression on of her lips upon my skin, but it leaves a lasting impact. My heart begins to flutter. I'm trying to act cool, but Ayana's doing a good job at undoing all that. Forget slimes, they are irrelevant. Ayana is my biggest weakness. I'm supposed to respond to a sweet, sincere display of affection like this and like that. That was kind of sudden. I giggle shyly when I draws away and press my fingers to my cheek. It's tingling. I didn't expect that. You kind of threw me for a loop there. I could tell. Anna smiles. My apologies. I did not mean to be brazen. I was only trying to thank you in my own way for your kindness. I'm not much of a fighter. I can't back you up during your battles. But I'm always support you regardless. Maybe you can think of that kiss as a good luck charm. If that's what you were intending, it hit its mark. I feel super lucky now. I get to my feet and clench my fingers into a fist at my front. I can't lose now, not if you're going to go all out supporting me. Yay! Ayana claps her hands together. You can do it, Jaja. I believe in you. I believe in me too. I got a pretty girl waiting for me and I can't afford to let her down. I'm gonna show you how cool I really am. Oh, oh, what's all this laughter about? I open surprise. I almost bite my tongue. Maya re-enters the tent and devilish smile upon her face. I didn't expect to see her back here so soon. What are you doing, Maya? You weren't eavesdropping on us, were you? Do you really think I would? I know you would. I wouldn't bothered asking otherwise. I thought. My arms folded. Yes. What's our girl going to do get an alone time with her cute girlfriend around these parts? And what did you want that alone time for exactly, may I ask? It's none of your business. I think it is. I thought the three of us were supposed to be a team. Please, don't leave me out. I get lonely. Maya and I horse around for a while until Imala returns to the tent. The rest of the guards are stationed outside the village walls. You would join them, Maya, Jaja. The slimes will be upon us soon. Okay. Her response in a light, almost cheery, with the belief that the seriousness of the situation. She doesn't look all that perturbed. I meanwhile a bit more anxious. But I do my best to hide it. I retrieve my spear, which is popped against the wall, and then turn to face Ayana. Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine out there. I do hope so. You don't need to hope, I know so. I have no doubts at all. Half Ayana toot smiled and looked back at Imala. I'm ready, lead the way. Where am I? You're not all lacking in gumption. You are acting as though we have won already. I hope your confidence does not come back to haunt you. She giggles ominously, her fingers splayed across her pursed lips. Well, never mind. I shall be fighting on the front lines too. If anything goes awry, I shall protect you. You have my word. That's very nice of you, Imala, but you don't need to worry on that score. Miles looks over to me, then twins her arms through mine. I'll be the one to keep an eye on Jaya. She is my dear companion after all, not yours. Goodness me, how possessive you are. I can tell you care for Jaya a lot. But who will keep an eye on you should you be incapacitated? I'm not worried about that. I possess immense magical energy. A mere human like yourself cannot comprehend my abilities. We were to fight. I have no doubt who would prevail. Really now? How interesting. Well, she is a demon. If she is the right kind of demon, magic would just wash off her like that. If I'm right about she is a demon. She has a demonous personality, at least. I would like to test your theory, but that will have to come at a later date. For the present, we are both allied against the same threat. We must work together to defeat the slimes. Do not use this as an opportunity to show off. Pride always comes before a fall. Is that a threat? No, but it's a warning. I do not want you coming to harm out there, Maya. Maya doesn't reply, but her grip on my arm tightens, her gaze icy and impermeable, like a frozen over lake. The look she is directing at Imola, nothing short of her contagions. They really don't like one another, huh? I'm a bit worried they might come to blows right now in this tent, but Imola clears her throat with a gentle ahem, and the worst of the tension fades. That will be enough of that. Let us go, shall we? Yes, let's. I'm tired of waiting. Maya and Imola leave the tent. I follow behind them after giving Ayana another quick reassurance that everything will be fine. Really, it will. We quite the village to take our positions outside the gates. True to Imola's words, there's a large retinue of people already stationed outside. There are archers located on lookout posts, their bows nooked, and spearmen like myself positioned on the ground. We face the gentle sloping hill which leads to the forest. I can't see any slimes just yet, but I'm sure there's a matter of time. My fingers tighten about my spear, my paws are beginning to sweat already. Overhead, the warm midday sun beats down upon the crown of my head, the nape of my neck. It's relentless. This is quite a peculiar turn of events. Huh? Look at him more curiously. What makes you say that? We have been attacked by slimes several times in the past, but never once have they shown themselves during the day. I presumed they were a nocturnal species. Huh? Now that you mention it, it was night when the slimes attacked my village too. That is how they generally operate, yes. I wonder what causes them to deviate from the norm. I wonder. I ponder. One hand placed beneath my chin as I do so. I don't know how intelligent slimes are, but may this pass part of some grand plan? It's possible that up until this moment they decided to attack at night in small groups to lull you into a false sense of security. That is what I considered, yes. This must be a surprise attack. If it is fortunate indeed that I'm gifted with precognitions, otherwise we would have been quite unprepared. Mala frowns. I thought these adversaries were void and cunning, but now I must reevaluate them. They may be smarter than I thought. That does not bode well for the future if they mean to continue attacking us. But perhaps we will learn something vital during today's skirmish. The more one fights an enemy, the easier it is to understand them. I will learn all their weak points, then they will be no match for me. Well, hit the brighter part in the body and it usually disintegrates. They will never be allowed to lay as much as a tender upon my princess. I will protect her innocence with my life. Her innocence, huh? Jeez, I don't know what the mother trying to say, but isn't that a pretty suggestive phrasing? My mind starts to come up with all kinds of crazy scenarios. Now that was a pretty vivid fantasy. It's one of my most vibrant yet. Where do I get all these strange ideas from anyway? That was so detailed, I'm actually a little ashamed of myself. Okay, that's a pretty clear indication that if we had the X-rated version, that would have been a whole lot of dialogue. But YouTube wouldn't like that. Of course, I will upload all the videos I have to... I will upload other and the intros to, well, X-rated site. Not gonna mention right now. But I actually have to get some things worked out if I'm gonna be able to do more and intros. But for now we can continue reading. I feel like I should apologize to her the next time I see her, if I'm able to look her in the eyes. There's no way she'd ever get that into being attacked by a slime. She has far too much dignity for that. Jaja, excuse me, Jaja. All the waves I had in front of my face are expressed in one gentle concern. Are you alright? Oh, yes, I'm fine. Really? More personal lips gently. Your face looks awfully red. Are you sure you're not coming down with something? Perhaps you ought to return to the village if you are feeling unwell. I would not want you to collapse during this skirmish with the slimes. Oh no, there's nothing wrong, really, I'm fine. I don't want to miss out on the upcoming fight. I'm not crazy about shedding blood though, so I suppose slimes don't have any blood to shed, but I still need to get my revenge. Slimes are about to attack the princess village, probably not the same slimes that separated Ayana and I from Coco, but they deserve to pay all the same. I won't let them get away. I just wish my face wasn't so flushed. I wonder what she's thinking about. One of the boys observed me. Her eyes narrowed. Her eyes are darting here and there, and her face is very red. It's awfully suspicious. Knowing her is probably something perverse. She's friends with that creepy witch. I bet they're both cut from the same cloth. Ew. They're both such creeps. Still haven't forgiven her for flipping our skirts. Hey, what? Two of the spear-wielding warriors stationed beside me shoot me dirty looks. They're staring at me like I'm a piece of refuse, lower even than a pound skater. That stings. I like to defend myself, but I'm lost for words. I just won't come, no matter how open and close my mouth. The worst part is that the warriors are right. I must be pervert to have so many wild thoughts. Excuse me, cuties. Unfortunately, Maya comes to my rescue. She lops an arm about the shoulders of one of the warriors and grins. I couldn't help but overhear the cruel things you said about my companion, and I would like to set the record straight. I may be a pirate, I'm not denying that, but it's so unfair to tar Jaja with the same brush. She has several curious tastes of her own, but she's not yet at my level. I would like very much for her to become as shameless as I, but that can wait for later. First we must defeat these slimes. Now that, why don't we put our difference behind us and work together? Friendship is a wonderful thing. You. The warrior wrinkles her nose, then pushes Maya away. Don't touch me, you creep. Well, you can't say I didn't try. Yes, you're very trying. That's I'm glad Maya tried to defend my honor, sort of, but I feel like she might have made things even worse. My fellow warriors are giving me a wide berth. Their suspicion hasn't diminished in the slightest. Jeez. I'm still perturbed about this. I don't like being glared at. When Imala stiffens, she looks to the distance, her eyes narrowed, and says softly, "The slimes are coming. We have only minutes. Now to wait or seconds." I swallowed. My palms were already slick with sweat, but they feel damper now. Here it is, the confrontation I've been waiting for. It's been 3 years, but I'm finally coming face to face with the monster that destroyed my village. Back then I was a weak girl, unable to protect anybody. I hid in my parents' tent while the village guards did all the fighting. Now I'm a fully fledged adult. I'm in my 20s and I'm an honorary member of the guard, though this isn't my village. It's a time to prove how much I'm grown. I can do this. I can. I draw in a deep breath and straighten my back. I look to the horizon. The slimes are beginning to crest over the horizon in waves of glittering green. Their bodies pulsate beneath the sunlight in a sickly and inhuman manner. They disgust me. The creatures destroy my village and I can't let them live. They creep closer and closer, and then... Do you think you can go toe to toe with me, you wicked monster? Take this. I don't think this is a picture we have seen before. Actually, I can check out that very quickly, actually. Give me a few seconds. I will go there. Actually, there, and there, and there. Yeah, that's a picture that is 100% new. So that means we're gonna end it here. We're gonna probably see how the entire fight ends next time. Sadly, that was all I had for Sakura Forest Girls 2 this time, so hit like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.